Hey y'all, Sydney Screams here, and today I am talking about RealDoll. Again, I know, it's been a while, so I feel like it's okay to talk about RealDoll again, right? Right. Anyway, last time I talked about Dirk, their top-selling RealCock 2 model. Today I am talking about Rockwell. Rockwell is a smaller RealCock 2. In fact, he is 6.5 inches long with a circumference of 5.5 inches and a diameter of 1 7/8 inch. Rockwell is different than Dirk, not just size-wise, but Dirk is very cylindrical. He's got the perfect round penis. Rockwell, however, is a little bit flatter. He's still obviously very realistic, very phallic shaped, but instead of having a very round shaft, it's a very flat shaft, as you can kind of see. Still really enjoyable. Now, I love RealDoll for a lot of reasons. One, they're here in Vegas, which is really cool. I got to tour their facility. Gosh, I guess it was about a year or so ago. Oh, it's been a minute. Anyway, and they make what I believe to be the most realistic dildos on the market. And that includes, this is so fun. That includes their sill slide technology, which means that the skin actually moves. This is a dual density dildo, and you can feel the core inside of it. In fact, and this is maybe a downside, you can feel where that core ends towards the base to make room for the VacuLock hole, which makes it a VacuLock compatible dildo. I will say though that some VacuLock attachments, my Dirk, unfortunately, it tore a little bit around the VacuLock hole. So you do want to be really careful. You want to make sure that if you're using a VacuLock attachment that you are either lubing it up or dusting it with like baby powder or cornstarch, because that will make taking it out and removing it, or putting it in, removing it, a lot easier. So RealDoll also puts these amazing floating balls in the testicles. Like, look at that. How cool. It's one of my favorite features. I think it adds something that I haven't seen done this well on any other dildo out there. So it is realistic. It is super realistic. However, RealDoll RealCock 2s are incredibly delicate. They are not meant for a lot of usage. They are not meant for intense usage. And after accidentally ruining my first Dirk by using a cum lube with it, I found out just how easy it is to literally ruin your investment. Because this is an investment. It's expensive. Rockwell, Dirk, most of their models retail for $5.99, which is expensive. It is cost prohibitive for many people. And so you have to treat it like a work of art, because it is. It's handmade, it's handcrafted. They paint these veins. Oop, there's a hair on there. They paint those veins right there. This actually has, I think they said like 4 or 5 layers of paint on it. The actual color of Rockwell is close to this color. However, when they paint it, you can tell those colors are very, very different, right? I will say one thing, and it saddens me to say these things. Well, I'll say 2 things. It saddens me to say both of these things. Unfortunately, they are like super backed up on orders for RealCocks because it's their most popular product, right? It's their most affordable product. And these babies are literally handmade here in Vegas. They have a very small team. And so their processing time, their creation time tends to run long. I think their website currently says like 4 to 6 weeks for shipping. However, I have some people that I happen to know who placed an order and waited 8 months. It's a long time. It's a long time to wait because they have a very small team. Everything is literally hand painted. They airbrush all of the veins. They airbrush the color. And at least on this one is the fair color. or sorry, not on this one, on their medium and dark tones, they actually flick little freckles of paint to give it more uniqueness to it. So it takes a long time to get these. And then the second thing that is pretty disappointing to me is this is technically my third RealCock. I ruined my first Dirk. That was the first one that I did an unboxing for a couple years ago. I ruined it with Cum Lube. And so I got a replacement. Thankfully, they were super nice about giving me a replacement. This is my third one. And something that I noticed between my first Dirk and this Rockwell, the paint isn't super well sealed, which is a little worrisome because this is supposed to be a truly body safe toy. It is silicone. It is made for bodies. It's body safe. However, I'm getting up close here, you can see how some of the paint has chipped off. And that's really disappointing because that means that that paint can chip off inside of someone. And granted, they are using body safe pigments, they're using body safe paints, but still, that chipping off is not really a great look, which is super disappointing because these really are the most realistic dildos on the market. I personally love RealDoll. I've slowed down using these because of the paint chipping. It's disappointing because seriously, look at how realistic this thing looks. It is incredibly realistic. It is such a beautiful work of art. That sill slide technology, the floating balls, the vacuum lock, all of it. That's all together. It's fucking great. And then the paint chips. And that is really disappointing. So I've let them know. Hopefully they are trying to find a way to fix that because I think that these are beautiful dicks. I think that anyone should get one of these if you have the money to spend, if you're looking for something ultra realistic, or if you're like me and you're a performer who sometimes wants to use a stunt cock instead of a real cock. Wait, a real cock instead of a stunt cock. What am I doing there? Anyway, this thing is really a work of art. I do still love it, even though I have slowed down my use on it. I hope that they find a way to make it so paint doesn't chip as they're making future models. I hope that they find a way to reduce their processing time, their creation time. But good things do, you have to wait for them. You have to wait for good things. You have to be a little patient. And these are absolutely worth waiting for, especially like for me as a content creator. I've made so many videos using Rockwell or Dirk because it looks real to the point where even some of the sites that I post content on have flagged my content asking me for a model release for my co-star. I don't think this can sign a model release or a 2257. It's an inanimate object. But anyway, this is Rockwell. He is wonderful. Like I said, he is 6.5 inches long, circumference 5.5 inches, and the diameter is 1 7/8 inches. It is a beautiful work of art. I do recommend them. Hopefully they get their processing time down as well as fixing that paint issue. But beyond that, they're beautiful. They're incredible works of art. They retail, most of them retail for $5.99. That's $599, which is a lot. The exception to that is Bruce, which is, excuse me, their biggest model, and I think he goes for like $7.99 or $8.99. But he is also like 10 inches tall and I think 10-inch girth as well. He a big boy. We'll talk about him another day. But anyway, let me know what you think of the RealCock 2. Again, this is Rockwell, and I personally really like Rockwell. He's great when I don't want the same level of fullness that like Dirk provides. So anyway, also if you're enjoying my videos, please shop my links in the descriptions as I am an affiliate for a lot of different companies. So please, if you like my reviews, shop my links and help support me and my YouTube channel. Thanks guys! Leave a comment below and let me know what you think about Rockwell.